Have you ever played through Ground Zero and wondered, could I live through 100 waves of this? If not, I don't care, you're gonna see it anyway. Since 100 waves of Ground Zero isn't too interesting, this video is honestly mostly talking. First, I want to explain my absence recently. First, the start of school really took some time out of my schedule. During this time, I was also a bit under the weather, so it was a struggle to focus well on my activities. Before you know it, I got into a rut, and I lost all my editing momentum. I'm ashamed to admit it, but episode 8 of Mindustry Hardcore is still a ways off. This video serves as a way to melt the ice and get back on the flow. I hope I can make more content for you guys soon. I'm setting up all the copper I can, so that I can keep building duos. Notice how expensive these duos are. We need a lot of duos, so we need the big copper production. The level forces us to build walls, so I'll build them where they won't matter. Same goes for scatters. For our defense, we want the front line to be filled to the brim with duos. And that's basically the entire premise. Don't skip to the end, there's still stuff to talk about. The defense will last for a while, so back to yapping. As you know, I've been uploading Mindustry for the past few months, but I don't want to be a Mindustry YouTuber forever. I've always had an interest in doing dives into characters in stories. That's a direction I might head into after Mindustry HC. To work on this, I want to improve my storytelling. You will see this in the next video. In the meantime, here's a montage. Here's the time control mod. And you really shouldn't use it like that. A lot of people in the community use time control to speed things up, but past 4x speed, it gets buggy and things like that happen. So yeah, I've got an entire base to fix. It's a great mod, but abusing it has a lot of consequences. I guess 4x is the fastest we'll go. Alright, this is a lot to rebuild. So let's start now. In Mindustry, it often takes a lot of time to finish a sector. For instance, Mycelial Bastion took around 4 hours of sector playtime. For that process to be sustainable, you need to really enjoy the process, which is why it'd mean the world to me if you subscribed. And look, we were able to recover. Since one belt of copper isn't exactly gonna supply 50 duos in 1 minute, we're gonna make some optimizations. The most important one is what I'm doing right now, hand feeding. I can basically double my throughput just by having a human element. It's how I was able to refill these duos quite quickly. You might not have seen because of the 8x speed, but there was flares in that wave. They're quite a nuisance and can destroy quite a few duos every time they show up. In other TD games, that would be a huge ammo problem because they'd appear every wave. But in Mindustry, flares actually only appear every few waves. You see, Mindustry's wave system actually works in cycles. In the case of Ground Zero, there's 3 waves per cycle. The first wave in the cycle consists of only daggers. The second wave has daggers and maces. And the third wave has daggers, maces, and flares. As you saw, the third wave does quite a bit of damage, so we're only worried on that third cycle. I've also added another belt of copper for better throughput, and will add more in the future. With the belts plus hand feeding, we should already be able to make it all the way. With 70 waves to go, it's time for a long montage. Interesting. Halfway through now. Just the presence of air units makes things so much more deadly. Those will really get you in your playthroughs, watch out. They actually got quite far. It's taking forever to rebuild. They're going in both entrances, that's rare. Also means double the power. And it happened again, though in a different way. I'm also trying to direct the bullets to me instead of the duos, so they cause less destruction. Watch me try to no-hit the daggers. Well, it was worth a shot at 25% speed. And finally, the last wave. Well, that was anticlimactic. Subscribe and see you on the next video.